Harry here, this is Lord Potato, and this is what if the two of us, fuck it, that's not a three, that's a two, of us were in Naruto World, Part 8. And I am here with,
What's good if Singularity what is again?
yep, and we're here for mostly, I guess I'm gonna have to do my background story, or should I just, whatever. But,
Sure.
yeah, I'll probably do that. So, you might be all wondering what happened to why I became a villain. Well, I will probably explain it in this what if. But we begin into mostly, well, my POV. Right now, I'm going back to my kingdom, just kind of walking back there. This is where, well, I'm walking on the streets looking like goddamn Aizen, mixed with kind of ghetto a little bit, but not the point. But of course, this is where, well, I keep walking until this where, well, someone bumped into me, and this where, well, it was none other than one of the girls that mostly followed me when I was leaving Konoha and leaving Dante and Naruto, everyone behind. It was none other than Shiroi. Shiroi kind of says, "So, what are you doing?" This where, well, I kind of says, "Huh? Me? Oh, I'm just going back to, well, the office, you can say. Or maybe my room. I really want to fall asleep. I haven't fallen asleep in a while." This is where, well, mostly I show my exhausted eyes because I've been just around dealing with a lot of things the whole day. Even though that's not my style to actually be dealing with more things than once, I usually just fall asleep or be relaxed half the time. But of course, since I, well, decide to portray humanity and everything, I have to change. But of course, this is where, well, mostly, huh?
Sorry about that. Continue.
Uh, but of course, with mostly all that, I kind of look at Shiroi. Shiroi kind of nodded, saying, "Okay, so when are we gonna attack the five nations, the five great nations?" I look at her and says, in due time. There's some things I still want to do before I attack the five great nations, like eliminating the Akatsukis, eliminating Obito, also known as Toby. There's quite a couple of things I want to eliminate, Orochimaru, Kabuto, and some other people before I decide to take on the whole five great nations by myself. Of course, Gaara might help me, since, yes, I have an alliance with Gaara. Right now, I tell Shirois, and I told her not to attack Gaara again, unlike last time, because she tried to attack him for no reason but to see if he was still crazy. Of course, I grabbed her from the collar one time and just kind of threw her over the building, right now kind of landing her onto basically a pool where she was pissed. But I didn't care. This is where I narrowed my eyes, saying, "Don't attack him again." Not the point. So yes, other than that, I also gotta go to a certain place since I have a certain scroll that I didn't give Dante entirely, or gave Naruto. Entirely is actually the key to going into a certain island. Me and Dante did talk about this, I told her. It's just the one problem here. I never did give him the scroll. I always had it with me. The scroll that I gave him one time was basically just a fake. A phony, but I don't think he really bothered to check on it too much. If he did, then he probably thought I was a good person at that time. Which, who really knows if I really am a good person or a bad person. But other than that, I still need to get to the island. I know when a certain day, I do know when a certain day happens. From rumors and from research I have learned about the island. On a certain day when it's a full moon, mostly the whirlpools that are right now in that island will calm down. Not enough, well, enough to kind of make sure that not many people will get killed. But it'll be enough for me to be able to walk into that place without being detected by, well, many people. Other than that, I should probably be going. Now, goodbye, Shiroi, and also do not cause trouble with Sin or the others. This is where, well, Shiroi scoffs and says, "I'm not going to cause trouble. I'm just going." This is where, well, mostly I walk away right now going towards my, well, house. Entirely, It's my office slash kind of kingdom. Right now, my office is actually kind of lower below my actually kingdom, or not kingdom, my yeah, my basically room and other things. But of course, I'm the only one that's able to go up there. So I go up there, and this is where, well, I fall asleep. This is where, well, I did take off my clothes and other things, and right now kind of yawn. This is where, well, I right now look at an old picture that basically had me, Dante, and Naruto in it. Naruto smiling, while Dante is also smiling. But of course, Bernie was able to smile because a water balloon smashed into him. And this is where I appear right now, kind of doing the peace sign. And right now, putting a peace sign on top of Naruto's head. This is where, well, kind of making him look like a rabbit. And I was just grinning. This is where, well, it was when we were actually kind of 8 years old. I kind of just smile and then says, well, entirely, I truly don't hate you guys. Even though you might hate me, I never hated you even once. I only had to leave. Sorry. But of course, well, I kind of go into, well, mostly my bed, laying down the picture frame down, and right now kind of pulling out another picture. This picture is actually me and another kid. Mostly it was when I was actually around 6 years old. Of course, when I was around 6 years old, mostly I was kind of in the orphanage and still kind of, yeah, living in the orphanage. Well, mostly I was around mostly 5, but yeah, not 6, 5. Of course, there was actually someone smaller than me and right now kind of looking younger than me. And it was right now kind of around 4. Mostly his parents threw him out while I had to be kind of like his older brother. Right now, Dante never knew about this person and probably would never know about this person because he was the only other person that I ever met than other talking to Dante. But this is where, well, I kind of just sigh and say, sorry there, Diamanto. Sorry about not saving you. This is where, well, I kind of just put the picture back into my coat. And this is where, well, I just yawn and say, well, I am tired. Should probably go to sleep. We go into mostly a dream world. But more of a kind of flashback. It's more like a flashback kind of dream world. Mostly we go into somewhat a POV. A POV when we were all younger. Dante was 5 years old and he went to kind of go talk to some of the other kids somewhat in the orphanage, while I was actually kind of walking around. Mostly kind of leaving the orphanage once in a while because I just didn't care too much of talking to anyone else. And I did ignore Dante most of the time. And this is where, well, I kind of just went off doing my own thing. When I went to go do that, I met a kid that was basically left in the park alone while 2 kind of grown-ups walk away from him. I kind of walk up to the kid and say, yo, what's good, kid? This is where, well, the kid is right now crying, right now kind of saying, hi, who are you? He says, barely able to talk because mostly his talking is still unable to be kind of processed because he's still a child. I kind of noticed he still is speaking pretty good and says, what happened? That's why I kind of ask him, being a 5-year-old. The kid said, well, my family said that I was a demon, and so they decided to kick me out of the house, leaving me here. They said that they won't kill me because they didn't want to have bad luck. So of course they just left me here. This kid had kind of blackish hair, reddish eyes, and of course, well, these reddish eyes were almost the color of ruby, but like a bloody kind of ruby color. This is where, well, I kind of says, well, just, how about this? I become your older brother instead of, well, I'm way too young to be your father, so of course, I'll be your older brother. My name is Dark Raikou. Also, you can just call me Raikou. Or you can also call me Jenga. Mostly that is my last name. But that doesn't matter. Whatever you would like to call me, it doesn't matter. What's your name? Dimanto. This where, well, mostly he said. This where, well, I smile saying, well, Dimanto, do you want to become brothers or friends? This where, well, he kind of says, I want to become brothers. This is where, well, me and him just smile. And of course, we went on mostly on a couple of adventures. Of course, I asked him if he wants to go to the orphanage, which he said no. While mostly I decided to kind of make a tree house using a bit of my darkness soldiers. At that time, I was still learning about using my abilities, but I managed to create one darkness soldier to always be next to, well, mostly Dimanto. Me and him basically were like unbreakable brothers, always running around, playing hide and seek, playing tag, playing anything. While Dante still was dealing in the, what's it called, mostly orphanage and other things, I was right now taking care of someone that I truly saw as a little brother. Truly, actually saw as a little brother. Before even Dante or even Naruto were a part of my family. But of course, all that went to crash down after I turned kind of 6 years old. He turned mostly 5. But of course, this is where, well, mostly we were talking about one thing about like stuff about like what we want to do when we're older and other things. Dimanto said that he wanted to become strong enough to protect me and protect anyone that he else loved, but especially me since we were entirely brothers, in mostly his eyes. This is where, well, I smile right now saying, yeah, I would also like to do that. This is where, well, mostly Dimanto says, but I also have a dark other reason. I want to destroy this world. This world has been nothing but cruel. All the other people look at me like I'm some kind of monster, just because of my red eyes and my black hair is like mostly that of the midnight sky. That's why I right now rub his like hair and says, "Oh, don't worry about that. My hair is also black, but my eyes are turquoise. Hey, don't matter about that. Besides, you're my little brother, and I won't let anyone hurt you. Okay? That is a promise." That day, I promised him mostly I will basically protect him. But on that same day, tragedy had to happen. Mostly, when I left to go to the orphanage, right now, I felt my shadow kind of like had a tingling sensation, which I felt like chakra depleted from my body. But this where, well, I just realized it must have been something with the shadow sorta. So of course, I tried to leave the orphanage, but Dante was beginning to bother. So of course, I say, Dante, I left something outside. Let me go get it. Dante wanted to come, but I just tell him, said, it's something very important. I don't want you to see it. This is where Dante decided to agree, but a little bit of iffiness. This is where, well, I managed to convince him to not go with me. So of course, I went away. Right now, running into the dark forest. Right now, looking for Dimanto. But when I got there was right now some stone ninjas and some leaf ninjas fighting, but this is where I noticed Dimanto having a bunch of kunais all around his body. Dimanto is right now kind of bloody up, having some tears in his eyes, and when I saw this, all I saw was nothing but purely black. All was nothing but purely black, white, and red. This is where, well, I was right now in a berserk state. I look at the kind of older, mostly older shinobis, and I say, you filthy monkeys, die. This is where I summon out such a powerful entity behind me that it looked like a demon mixed. Well, this demon had kind of like these whitish flames with darkness kind of convinced with it. This is where, well, it was staining some crimson red armor. This is where, well, the figure right now ripped through all the shinobi stone, leaf. There was also a bit of cloud ninjas, but this is where, well, after all of them dead, mostly around me, all bloody up, while the moon kind of like appears right now over me, being crimson red. Right now I'm crying from the fact that Dimanto died, the only other person I cared about. Right now at that time, I was horrified, but this is where, well, I could hear his last breathing words. He says, Raikou, brother, please, promise me to do what I couldn't. Destroy this nation, destroy this world, destroy everything. I cried right now saying, don't leave me. No, you can't. That's where, well, he cried saying, I'm sorry, but I have to. This where, well, he mostly, his eyes turn a dullish grayish while he kind of closes his eyes, fully dying. I was right now in a berserk state. I say, filthy monkeys, you filthy monkeys. I'll crush everything. I'll kill them all. This is where, well, I was right now in such a berserk state at that time. I wanted to do nothing but destroy the whole 5 great nations. This is where I managed to calm myself down after a while. I promise you. I'll promise everything. I'll destroy everyone. But of course, you go later on, of course, this is where, well, I became calm and decided to plan over, because I didn't have enough power to even destroy anything. The dark demonic creature that I summoned out, I kept him quite hidden into my shadows, hidden into my darkness. making sure that mostly no one would ever be able to see him. Not even Dante and his vibration energy could ever see him. But this demonic figure was quite powerful, was the most powerful darkness soul that I ever had in my army. Of course, I never brought him out. Not during Dante and me little kind of little fight or sparring. Not during the fact that me and him had to fight in the tuning exams, and not even during the fact that I had to probably fight him in the near future. I would never use it. Not until I destroy the the 5 great nations with it. But at that time, it was only a promise. When I met Dante and Naruto, I thought of maybe changing life. But then after a while, when I went to a special grave during the tuning exams, yes, in the tuning exams I was training, but entirely I went to a graveyard. A grave place that not even, anything that Dante can ever do can figure out this place. It's entirely a garden, but it's in a forest that basically no one can actually find. It's not a dead forest. It's just a random forest that I kind of left unmarked, but it's a graveyard. A graveyard for mostly my little brother, the only other person I cared about when I was younger. Of course, I decided to make a dimension apart his kind of graveyard. It's only a one-way opening to kind of get into the place. It's like these trees are kind of collapsed, making like a gateway somewhat. And of course, I was able to kind of go inside and see mostly roses, flowers, and other stuff. Like there was a bunch of like garden, like it was a huge garden. And there was a graveyard and basically somewhat of a statue of mostly my little brother. Of course, I right now kind of remember exactly the promise that he wanted me to do. He wanted me to destroy the 5 great nations, destroy everything, right now murder them, and completely sink them into nothing but darkness. At that time, I remember everything. I remember the promise, everything else. I was kind of blinded from the fact that both Dante and Naruto were with me. So I decided to now kind of change. Change for the greater good or evil. Who knows? But of course, I went on with mostly my daily life of training, a bit with the draconic energy and also, mostly demons that I have, the demon summoning. But of course, with all that, I kind of went on with the tuning exams. The whole tuning exam still would have went the same, just like if you kind of watch part 7, but not the point. But of course, it worked well. Mostly when me and Dante had to fight. I didn't really want to fight him, not at all. Entirely, I just wanted to kind of ignore him. Of course, Dante didn't want to let that go, but of course, I decided to still manage to get away from him. I knew Dante was pissed, but I didn't care. I didn't really care. He probably would have killed me in the near future if he found out my true motives. But of course, all that went to happen. Mostly the whole tuning exams got disrupted by the whole sound ninjas and other things. But of course, we go from the sound ninja village attacking, blah blah blah. All of them getting defeated, the same like mostly what happened last time. But this worked well. During that time, I was right now kind of defeating the Ambus. The root Ambus. What pretty much I did is summon out my soldiers to defeat them at once. But I also found Danzo. I didn't just kill him and, not was able to fully kill him thanks to the fact that he has Sharingan and Sharingan arm. I knew damn well about his Sharingan arm. That's why I cut him down with my sword that basically I got as a Zanpakuto. Now, the sword is quite interesting. It's basically a sword that basically nullifies and destroys all kind of matter, energy, and just anything. Pretty much it can also cut through vibrations. I found that out after kind of swinging it once near Dante, which Dante thought I was going to hit him until I didn't hit him, but I noticed I cut his energy. Of course, it was a small little cut, but then again, I thought maybe it was interesting. Of course, I just decided to, mostly not tell him anything about the fact that I could cut through his vibrations. I kept that more as a secret, more deeper into my mind, just so Dante wouldn't be able to read my mind. But of course, with that happening, I kind of, put the sword away, mostly that one time. But of course, mostly during the tuning exams, or mostly the invasion, I found out Danzo had the Sharingans and mostly Sharingan arm. I decided to take it with me. I never did destroy them. I never did mention to destroy them at all. But of course, I took him with me. I also took whatever random eyes or Sharingans that he had in his kind of laboratory. I took Hashirama cells, thinking that they would be helpful in the near future. But of course, I also found mostly some texts and literature of something ancient that mostly Uzumaki's had. I decided to take it also, but not the point. I decided to kind of, start planning for mostly my revenge against this whole world. But mostly when it came to the fact that mostly Dante went to that one place to kind of see Tayuya, I kind of went to that place also. I went to talk to Shiroi. I talked to her in her mind, telepathically, so it wouldn't be out loud to let Dante hear me or any of it. But of course, this where I talked to her to join me. And I also asked her kind of friend, the other sound ninja, her name is Sin. They're quite powerful, and I asked them to join me. They decide to right now agree. When I was actually kind of, mostly after that, when mostly Dante did ask me to meet up with the Hokage, I kind of said that I had to do something, and I would go later. Entirely, I sent an explosion clone there to eliminate or try to hurt the, Hokage, at least distract him before cutting him down. Entirely, when mostly Dante left, I did send the explosion clone. But before I was going to go do something, pretty much I went to talk to Kenzaki and convince her to actually leave with me. Mostly she managed to also leave because even though she does like Haku and also Zabuza, she truly didn't know if she can actually fit in this kind of like relationship with mostly father and daughter. This where she only came when she was around kind of 12 years old, or not 12, when she was 12 years old. She was 13 at that time. Mostly when I convinced her. She then says sure she would go with me. So of course when mostly Sasuke Uchiha went rogue, I kind of just took over control of his mind to make sure that he went in mostly into a state that he was going like an original canon, kind of going rogue. Of course, that's when that ninja went off to kind of warn the Hokage. But my explosion clone released and went kaboom. I appeared next to the explosion clone, knowing damn well about the information explosion already, and cut down mostly Minato, just so he wouldn't go after Sasuke. This where I also left, disappearing in nothing but a lightning clone. Dante noticed this, but mostly Dante couldn't do anything. Well, mostly not Dante. Mostly Dante did see me, and of course I wanted to kill mostly Minato, but Dante managed to convince me not to. I decided to just nod. Of course, when we went to kind of go get Sasuke, I kind of was left behind to fight against one of the Sound 4. Well, not entirely one of the Sound 4. It was a new Sound 4 member, but entirely it was a part of my kind of army. I kind of just absorbed him, and right now kind of went on my merry way. When I went to see Sasuke, when mostly Dante was done finished fighting against, mostly the Bone User, I kind of appear at Kimimaro. Mostly after he kind of appeared right into the Valley of the End. I see him. I knocked out Sasuke, and of course, when mostly Dante asked what I was doing, I kind of just say that I'm going rogue and I'm leaving. Dante right now was about to kill me. Think of it like Geto and Gojo when mostly Geto was walking away. Pretty much I was walking away without a care in the world, knowing damn well that maybe Dante was going to kill me, but probably not. I was just taking a gamble of my life. This way, Dante didn't do it and decides to just ignore me. While we walked our different path of ways, I went on to become a true monster. A true monster that does not care about anything. But yeah. But this is where, we then kind of go into a time skip of me waking up. And this is where, I yawn right now saying, ugh, that was a good nap. Maybe I should definitely do some work. Maybe some paperwork. Nah. Truly that's so boring half the time. Maybe I should. Yeah. I wonder if Dante read about my paper. Or the scroll that I sent him. Entirely, it was just basically what Shikamaru told me about Hinabi and also, Minto. Or Mito. Whatever. I wonder if he read it already. He probably didn't. Well, thinking about him now, I feel like he just probably had fun with his girls. I don't care. This is where, well, I walk, well, mostly kind of put on my coat. My coat that kind of looks like, mostly I look like ghetto, but yeah. At the same time, it's kind of white a little bit. Well, underneath, I kind of look like Aizen, but not the point. I yawn and decide to walk out into mostly back into my office and right now think of what I was gonna do. But we go into now the POV of Dante.
I'm just sitting in my office, taking in what happened yesterday. Of course, I was thinking back to that time when I was going to kill Raikou. And let's just more or less say, even though I could have killed him that day, I just couldn't. Yeah. I'm just so, and I just feel like it wouldn't have solved anything. In fact, I think Naruto would have hated me. It's understandable. But as I faded out of that flashback, I was just reading the scroll he gave me about everything that was going to happen. And I just decided to think of, he probably thinks I never even read this scroll. Probably thinks I'm just having fun. Well, thing is, I grew up out of that. I do it here and then, but I don't do it more often now. And I stopped taking those drinks with Freya. I just don't trust her. Plus, I do certain drug tests before I even drink anything I can. So, yeah, I just chuckled. But then it just didn't make it any better. As Naruto came into my office, I was like, huh, Naruto, what is it?
Naruto say, um, brother, um, I've been thinking, about something. I know you might hate me for this, but can we be able to convince Raikou to stay?
Stay where he is?
No, I mean, like, come to our side. I know it's a dumb question. I know it's dumb, but I still can't wrap my head around that he's evil. He looked cheerful and happy when he saw us. Or maybe that was a facade. I just, I can't convince myself to hate him entirely.
You know, I told myself that same question. I don't believe he's evil. Heck, some of me still believes he's not. Do you know my answer, Naruto?
You're going to reject the idea.
That's not quite it. It's the fact that I haven't been at this point.
Huh?
I want to keep you safe, so I feel like I had to keep you away from it. But at the same time, it was probably only going to make our relationship more strained. I don't know what to do. Oh, I don't really. And, well, I don't really think I'll ever know. So I'll say this. If he accepts, and if he can turn away from this path, then sure, he can join us. But he'll most likely be under heavy surveillance for about a few months or a year at max. And after that year, if he's clean, then sure, I don't see the harm. But if he doesn't, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Naruto says, "You're not planning to kill him, are you?"
Oh, oh, I don't know what he's capable of now. Nor does he really know what I'm capable of too. Um, so I, and believe it or not, I want him back too, but I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know what he's gonna do. If he's gonna reject, or is he gonna accept us?
I see. Well, do you know why he did this? Why he's different?
No, I don't even know either. I asked him why, but he never told me the reason, nor did he even want to tell me. So I just really wish and hope one day I do find out why.
This is
But
what this is where Naruto then questions. What about how you guys have been? You guys were so close, weren't you? In like the orphanage. How do you not know much about him?
well, I know he does sleep a lot. Can't forget that
This is really smart
too.
saying that is true.
Well, I know he called me a bastard a lot of the time. Well, and he definitely is very overprotective with you. Even though me and him fight here and then, well, okay, scratch that. A lot of the time, mainly it would be my fault. But yeah, but now that's part of. But yeah, we definitely did make it up afterwards. Like it would just be a mutual agreement, you know. We argue here and then, and this man would probably call me a bastard and all sorts of curse words. Well, I just freaking just shrug it off and just be like, okay, calm down, calm down.
So well, mostly Naruto smile saying, "Yeah, that is true."
Yeah, and you, dude, you're always like the glue. Like we all came together because of you, man.
Yeah, but if I was really the glue, why did he leave? I feel so
I don't
weak
know.
for not.
No, hold on. You're not weak. You're not weak whatsoever, dude. You're a strong kid. If Riku can't see that, then I don't know.
Okay. Um.
But in other news, so Hinata has been having morning sickness. Want to explain that?
This is where he kind of said, that's just I think that was I think she just ate something really bad."
It's been happening a week in a row. And the other girls told me that she's missed her period. Hmm? You want to tell me something, dude?
Hey, what is that on the scroll? It looks like a ceiling mark.
Yeah, this was actually a scroll I got from, it's actually something Raikou gave me when he was,
Wait, he was here again?
well, he, he was here briefly. I wanted to get you, but he left. And then just like old times, he would just be there. And I was like, what the frick are you still doing here? And then he just left. I
Okay.
guess some of you and him is there too.
Well, can
But
I
yeah,
see
it's
what it
actually
is?
about it's about Hanabi and your younger sister. I wanted to I wanted to actually ring you up about it.
Oh, okay. Is there nothing else
Um,
that's in there?
well, there's the fact of that they were going to be given off to the fire daimyo's heir,
Uh,
who is basically a fat dude who wanted to make them his 72, his 73rd and 74th concubine.
I see. That's horrible.
Yeah. But here. This is the key to their room.
Oh,
Make sure not first stuff.
okay. But maybe you should make sure that there's something there. I don't know. Maybe that he left something. You know how he was so secretive of the things, right? Maybe he also kind of put a seal on yours, because he did give me a seal a while ago. Well, mostly, do you remember that time I kind of grabbed onto him? He put a seal in my shadows, and of course, it was a squirrel. I got a sword from it, and there was another seal that basically was a message. Maybe there's something on there that basically shows to be a storage seal.
Okay.
Well, Dante opens it.
Let me just reread it, and then I see an intricate seal. I was like, never seen one like this before. But I can actually break this one. It took me a minute.
And it was confetti.
Confetti?
This is where, well, a seal also popped out. It was a small little seal that just like landed on the ground, and this is where it opened up saying, "Surprise, motherfucker!" Ha!
Huh? What the?
That's pretty much what it said.
Please don't tell me this is an explosion.
This is where, well, the little kind of seal just kind of opened up. That just says, "Got you." This is where with a cat face kind of just like closing his eye while kind of sticking out his tongue.
Seriously?
This is where Naruto is trying to contain his laughter.
Dude, don't you freaking laugh.
He starts giggling.
Stop. Stop. Bro, stop.
It's where, well, he keeps laughing and saying, "Okay, well, I should probably go see Hanabi and mostly Mito." This is where he pulls out his phone and just takes a picture of how the fact that you have confetti on you. Also, I'm gonna show this to mostly the others. Okay, bye.
I just threw his phone on the spot. I was like, nah.
Why? Can I please show them?
I destroyed it. The freaking mean.
You're so mean. Fine, I'll be walking away.
I'll get you a new one, though.
Yeah.
Oh, matter of fact, here's the newest brand. I just gave him a new phone.
Well, Naruto says, "Okay, thank you. Can I please take a picture?"
No.
Okay, fine. He walks away, but before mostly Dante can even get rid of the confetti, this is where he hears click. He turns around just to see me. I'm like, "Yo, what's good?" Awesome, keeping this as mostly my wallpaper. Bye-bye. This is where I disappear into darkness.
My eye just twitching like he really coming up in this kingdom as if he actually comes to visit Naruto, bro. What the?
This is where I left another kind of like mostly writing on the wall, but it wasn't actually like truly marker. It just kind of was like fading darkness. I only came here just to see your reaction. Other than that, bye-bye.
Dude. Anyways. Yeah. Really wish you actually came here for something important.
This is where, well, we'll see. I then appear back again and says, "Oh, that is true. I forgot something. But before you actually attack me, wait. I have something important. Before you will start attacking me, I'm gonna just leave this muppet here." No, I'm just kidding. Charlie, I only came here to just talk to you about something.
Make it quick.
Okay. Do you remember, let's see, do you remember the demon country?
Yeah,
No.
the priestess, right?
Yeah, the priestess there. Well,
Yeah, it's Naruto's wife. I mean, that's yeah.
oh, that's good to know. But not the point. Since she's actually here, if I can remember right, she's in this kingdom, shouldn't she?
Yeah, well,
Well, and the demons there has been being riled up by another ordination. But I'm just telling you this that if she goes back, she might be attacked. Other than that, it's not really a part of my army or mostly Luna's army, but not the point. Just saying. Also, the ordination of the Akatsuki are kind of moving up to try to find the Bijus. Other than that, I should probably be going. Bye bye. That's where I disappear into darkness.
wait, are they looking for Naruto?
This is where, well, a
Damn
scroll
it.
popped up mostly where I disappear. Mostly just like jump up, like if it was like a drop of water, and landed down. That's where it unravels itself and just says, they are also looking for Naruto, Minto, Menma,
What?
and all the other Bijus.
They're looking for Naruto. He doesn't even have the chakra.
This is where, well, I kind of concluded that Naruto mostly also put that Naruto probably has something else within him, but who really knows? I kind of just concluded that. Don't know why. But of course, I go to my POV and I kind of just giggle seeing the mostly wallpaper that I have. I'm like, this is the best wallpaper I can ever ask for. Other than that, I should probably deal with the Akatsuki myself. I don't want to go after them. So, yeah, I am going to the mainlands, I guess. To the 5 great nations. That should just keep Dante busy for being worried of his kingdom and Naruto. Well, time for me to go. I'll ask some people to go with me, or maybe I'll go by myself. Yeah, maybe I'll go by myself. We go into mostly Dante's POV.
I just pull out a whole bottle of freaking Hennessy, just like
Oh, so keep talking. I'm going to the bathroom real fast.
these guys are freaking gonna give me a headache. It's already bad enough my job as an emperor is hard enough. I got freaking Raikou trying to come back or whatnot. And Naruto wants him to as well. I don't blame him though. It's the dude too. So, as this was happening, Food then comes in and with her, Food comes in and says, um, you know, my lord, like, well, don't call me my lord or whatever. You know me too well. Like, all right. She's like, I just wanted a little role play. That's all. Role play. We can do that later. I have to figure all this other stuff out. Okay. You're like, okay. So, why did you come here again? Well, Jakku did say she did, like, feel multiple chakra signatures in this very room, but it felt like Raiku's. She wanted to make sure I was okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm straight. No. So, is there any personal reasons you came here? Like, oh, you back?
Oh yeah, I'm back.
Alright, do you want to speak for Poop?
Oh, okay. Truly, okay. If I can understand. Let me try. This is where she said. Yeah. Mostly Tamari has been asking to go back to the 5 great nations to see her brother Gara.
Alright. I don't see why not.
Is it okay? Or do you think we're going to get attacked by, well, the Leaf Village?
We're not gonna. She's not gonna get attacked by the leaf as long as who's off the walls going with her.
Well, I might be going. Also, Kim might also be going, just because she wants to kind of see the sand. Um, mm, uh, some probably others from the western side probably wants to go also.
I see. Um. Alright. I'll send an envoy with you just to make sure you're safe. After all, you already know the standards of our village. Civilians at least have to do some training to be able to defend themselves, which made them Genin level. And from what I remember, to be a Genin, you have to be at least tuning level and power. Well, because for one, I want my village to stay safe. And if you want to be a Kage level shinobi, you pretty much have to be a Jonin. Or no, if you want to be a Jonin, you have to be at least Kage level. Or low Kage level. And for Nambu, you got to be a special Jonin. That's basically how it goes. I mean they can take apprentices and all. I just realized, dang, I really am strict with my village. Am I not, boo?
This her food nodded, saying, "Also, one more question: if we get attacked by anyone, like from, how should I say, like Raikou, what do we do with him?"
Well, knowing him and his actual personality, he probably would never let you guys get in danger. But if he does, use this.
What is this?
It's basically a more perfected version of the flying Raijin kunai, but it'll let me know when you're in danger.
What if we just see him kind of stroll by?
If he's strolling by, I don't see any reason to interact with him.
Oh, okay.
After all, I don't know his intentions with this village, with my empire.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be getting Tamari. Well, mostly me and Tamari should be getting ready. Kiyomi is also going with me, with us, and some others are going.
Alright. Also, how's Yakumo doing?
Yama,
Is she still depressed by Raikou?
she is still depressed, but she has been training with Kiyomo. But at the same time, her eyes decided to lit up with fire and a bit of rage this morning.
What's she upset about?
I don't know. Kiyomo was also the exact same.
She seemed to do fine. Well, that was until Raikou showed up. Oh.
Wait, what do you mean?
Raikou showed up yesterday at the party, and then I'm guessing rumors in the village spread like wildfire.
I see. Are you sure he's not going to attack us? If he does, I just throw the kunai and you can appear, right?
Yes, plus I know you can defend yourself. After all, you have perfected your string style.
Yeah, but I'm not sure I'd be able to fight against mostly another strong person like you, but yeah.
I get it. Don't worry, I will come and rescue you in case you need me. My quote-unquote princess.
She flusters and says, "Shut up. I'm just..." Her face is all red and just says, "I'm going. Okay, bye."
Alright, don't be a damsel in distress too soon now.
She just kind of closes the door, just walking away. But yeah.
I hope I don't have to kill him so soon.
Well, we then go into mostly the POV of, well, Tamari, Fu, Kiyomi, what's it called? Yakuma decides to also show up. Uh, Also, Kisuke wanted to kind of just show up because he was bored, just a little bit bored, but yeah. And of course, the was it an Ambu that they're going with?
Yeah, it's an envoy.
Or an envoy. So when they're actually getting to the Sam village, we go into mostly them kind of see an explosion happen, but of course like a small battle happen in the Sam village. But entirely they see two knocked out kind of people, literally, or they're literally dead. But mostly they're kind of like, yeah, they're pretty much dead. But this is where, well, mostly they also see Gara, and Gara's right now talking to someone they weren't expecting to kind of meet too soon. And that was basically, well, me. Well, none other than Raikou. That's where, well, right now they kind of get on guard a little bit because they can see that both Gara and Raikou are talking. And from they can just see, it just seems to be a talk. A small, probably, talk with him. But yeah, I'm right now just looking at Gara stoic right now. But we go into mostly my POV and Gara. Me and him are basically just talking about mostly how I just saved him from mostly two Akatsuki members. And I did tell Gara to ask me or mostly send a energy signature to kind of show that he's in trouble with the Akatsukis. I did eliminate the Akatsuki pretty easily. I killed them so easily. But mostly Gara kind of just is thanking me right now. And right now thanking me for the fact that I kind of eliminated two people that might be a threat to his village. I kind of just nod my head and saying, it's okay. Besides, what are kind of alliance for if it isn't there to help someone in need? Right, Gara? Gara nodded. But before I could actually, well, decide to walk away, a wind attack was about to smash upon me. This is where Gara right now makes a sand wall. This is where, well, mostly I was confused until I noticed those signatures, those energy signatures. Gara kind of says, Tamari, what are you doing here? Speak for Tamari.
Okay. He's like, I'm trying to figure out what are you doing here? Of course, she's just looking. Of course, Tamari's freaking looking at freaking Raikou with this look like, what are your intentions? Like yeah, she's she's kind of scared, but at the same time, she ain't finna back down. That's her brother.
This is where Gara kind of just looks at mostly Tamari with a stoic look, saying, Tamari, why are you glaring at one of my alliance here?
Like, you're what?
I kind of just mostly grab mostly Gara's shoulder and say, don't worry about it. Just don't say anything anymore. Other than that, I should probably be going then, Gara. I'll be taking the mostly two Akatsuki members. Gara nodded, saying, okay then. I was about to start walking away until another wind pressure was about to smash upon me, but this is where sound will appear. Tamari, didn't I said not to attack him?
How do you know you can even trust him?
I can trust him because he... Never mind. I don't need to say anything to you. Conqueror appears saying, yo, Tamari, what the hell are you doing?
What's going on here? This is genuinely confusing at this point.
Conqueror says, what do you mean what's going on here? I'm literally wondering why the hell you were attacking Gara.
What? can someone just straight up explain what's going on here right now?
This is where I was already gone. Conqueror is confused on why she's actually attacking Gara. Gara is right there, just left alone, confused. Just looking at Tamari.
It's just, I just can't even believe this is actually the real Gara. You know what he did.
Gara says, "What are you talking about, Tamari? What did I did? What?"
Not you. Am I in a genjutsu? God.
Conqueror kind of just says, "How about this? If you really aren't against it, let me just scream at your ear."
What the?
This is not a genjutsu, you damn idiot. Also, why do you keep attacking Gara? Because there's really no one near Gara. Gara just came back after mostly a fight with the Akatsuki.
He got back?
Yeah, he just got back.
When was I going to be informed about this?
What, Gara being the Kage? Well, sorry there, Tamari, but last time I checked, you went with mostly Dante and the others.
Well, I knew Gara was Kage a while ago, but when did he get attacked?
What do you... Just about like a couple of minutes ago, like 30 minutes ago.
Minutes? What? She's like, I need a minute. Okay. And then, like, Fu and them just, like, okay, can someone explain no, Fu said, can someone explain exactly what's going on?
Conqueror just sighs and says, "What are you guys talking about? The Akatsuki just attacked us. The Akatsuki are a group of organization members that went to go after beaches, and since Gara has the one tails, he basically got attacked a while ago. Gara managed to defend, managed to kind of, defend or crush them. I don't even know where the bodies are at, but who really cares? That's what I just saw."
But, really? Why did I just see Raikou here?
Raikou? I don't fucking know. Wait, where is Raikou? I have never even seen him. He wasn't even there near Gara. Are you going crazy? I know the sand is hot and other things, but Tamari, you've been living here for a while.
No. I know he was here.
Did you see a mirage or something? I knew it. You being far away from the sand.
Wasn't a mirage. He was older. He was... It was like, just like the other girls got her, and we're gonna go take her to a room. I think she just needs a rest. After all, it was a long trip.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna go see if Gara's okay. Conqueror walks up to Mosigara.
Okay, come on, this way.
But we go into Conqueror's POV. Conqueror says, "So, Gara, did he, help you out defeating the Akatsuki?" Gara says, "Yes, he did. For mostly someone who's considered to be an evil man, a monster, he is quite kind." Conqueror says, I see. Well, luckily I managed to convince Tamari that she had an illusion, a mirage. You know, Gara, you can't right now be too honest with her. Don't tell her anything about mostly Raiku's plan or any of that. Gara says, "I understand. I know that's foolish of me to tell her anything, especially when she's actually kind of mostly married to mostly Dante." Conqueror then says, "Other than that, let's just go back to the office. Also, your office probably is going to be in repair because there's an explosion wall. A couple of things also explode around mostly village. And yeah." Gara nodded. They walk away, but yeah. This is where, I'm right now on a tree, kind of just, not a tree, I was right now on a kind of hill. just looking over, and I was like, well, luckily she managed to be convinced that it was a mirage. Thank goodness for Conqueror. Other than that, she'll probably be going then. I start walking away. But we go back into Tamari's POV. Dante.
So they finally get to a room and like Tamari says, "I'm pretty sure I saw him." And then the other girl said, "Okay, yeah, we saw him too, but I don't know. I don't know." And then like Fu said, "I don't know what Gar's trying to pull, but we did see him. After all, spiders are immune to genjutsu. So it had to be real."
This word Tamari kind of says, so annoying. I should have just thrown the kunai. You know, the one that you gave me, Fu?
Yeah, I know, but let's not try to be hasty, okay?
Well, we can't trust him. This is where, well...
We can't, but for now, Gar doesn't even know that he's actually being, well, possibly being controlled by Raikou. Why is he so evil? I mean, I never really met him like that, but why is he why is he doing all this?
Kiyomi and Yakumo are right now just quiet. Very, very quiet.
You've been, Yakumo, you've been kind of quiet. What's wrong?
This is where, well, she kind of looks like this way. A reddish aura is around her.
And then Fu said, "You okay?"
Yakumo kind of says, no, I'm not okay. He's back. He's doing stuff without me.
Without you? What's that supposed to mean?
I want him to be back in my life. That's what I mean.
Look. Now, I'm not saying things just to say them, but maybe it's time you move on.
Well, both Kiyomo and also Yakumo kind of says, hell no.
He hasn't came back for any use, so why are you trying so hard?
They scoff and just say, just let us be. This word right now in the corner. Kisuke is saying, oh my. Well, I saw one of my other students.
Okay, what about Ralph? He's been a very nice guy. Heck, he even had coffee with him that one time.
Yakumo says, I don't...
You seem to be genuinely happy.
Yakumo turns around and says, that's just because I took a page from Raikou. I have to be nice and friendly. I have noticed that mostly Raikou sometimes doesn't like people, so he has to be friendly and kind. I was just being somewhat nice.
And then Boo just said, oh please, he's blatantly not. Oh yeah, pretending to be happy. You know, mostly when he's around Dante, he does not pretend to be happy when he's not.
Well, when he's with Dante, he just wants to always kind of fight Dante because Dante's kind of, well, I wouldn't say annoying, but mostly in Raikou's word, he would be annoyed from the fact that he's always woken up from his nap.
Well, you know he's grown out of that, right? He's an adult now. Well, 18 to be exact.
Well, Raikou's also an adult. Maybe he also grown out of his shelter to being probably ruthless. Or not. Who knows?
I'm pretty sure we all know he was. And then Tamari said, "I'm pretty sure we all know in the short amount of time we've seen him, he was definitely ruthless." And then, well, then next thing you know, Hestia then came in and was like, "Definitely, like."
Keith.
Kisuke said, "I thought you were staying there. I thought you were staying back at the kingdom or empire." And then, go ahead.
Hestia says, I was. I decided to come along. Why not?
You know, it's impressive how you're able to talk like an adult, but you still like you're freaking 14 years old.
She goes,
Did you even hit your growth spurt yet?
I did hit my growth spurt.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But we go into mostly Conqueror appearing, saying, "Yo, what are you guys all talking about?"
And then they were like, "We're having a talk. Get out!" And they're freaking all the girls threw pillows at this man.
Conqueror managed to dodge and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! I just came here to check on Tamari. I thought she was going on a mirage or whatever bullshit, an illusion or something. I'm just making sure she doesn't destroy the village, because it already has been attacked."
She's fine, right? The food looks at her with this, "Don't do anything stupid." Look.
Tamari says, "Yeah, I'm fine." This is where, well, Conqueror says, "What about her? The one with the fucking reddish aura that looks like she was about to murder someone."
Well, don't bother her. She's fine.
Fine. Yeah, fine my ass. Literally, she kind of reminds me of Gara when he was in a murder state half the time.
Just Akuna is Tatis. Calm down, bro. Who said?
Whatever. I'm going then. I'm gonna go fix the goddamn village, cause, well, we got attacked by the Akatsuki. So other than that, make sure to not destroy this place. This is where Conqueror says,
Okay.
Also, before leaving, before I go, if you see robots walking around, just ignore them. Other than that, bye.
He said, "Robots? Oh yeah, we have those too."
They might see you as a threat later, but who really knows?
Wait. We also have an alliance with Gar, right? Yeah, but he never asked for robots, really. And then Kisuke just looked outside and seen one.
Pretty much it looks like this.
See anything, Kisuke?
Roger.
What the?
Kisuke says, "Yeah, I see something. I see robots with guns."
Gun? Built in, or?
No, just kind of like holding them. Don't know what type of guns those are, but they're walking, saying, Roger. Wait, I have to do something real fast. Wait, keep talking.
Okay. Hey, so those are the robots. Interesting. Never seen anything like it. Yeah, ours look a bit more human. Well, even though they look like futuristic and creepy. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty impressive. Kisuke just says, "I'm gonna go for a walk." He's like, and then freaking Yakuma. Yakuma says, "And where do you think you're going?" And Kisuke said, "To look around. That's all." like he just goes outside and just Kisuke just goes on his little adventure with Yorichi on his head. He's like, hey, Yorichi. Yes. Do you think it's time for you to get out of that form and go to your human form? Just to walk around with me. He's like, why would I do that? So you can show me off? Like, no. I just wanna, to let other women know I'm taken. Okay, fine.
Before that can happen, this is where, well, a giant robot appears right now with a cloak saying, who are you people?
Well, we're actually pretty new, but this is actually my first time coming to Suna, and I'm actually here to see the festivities.
Interesting. Well, other than that, if that's the only thing you're here to.
My pet to the I was actually gonna take my pet to the bathroom with me.
This where a robot looks suspicious at you and says, that's not something that Suna people do. Are you sure you're not a threat here?
No, I'm just here to visit, that's all. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't have any agendas. Although I am enjoying the village. It looks cool. And I have to say, your mechanism is pretty cool. He grabs his head and is like, what makes you?
This is where General Grievous grabs Mosi Kisuke's arm and says, let go of me at once.
Okay. Calm down.
This is where, a communication right now kind of appears near his ear. This is where he taps on it and says, oh, my lord. Yes, I will be going towards Gara right now. Yes, I understand. A yellow-haired guy? Bucket hair? What are you talking about? I think I see him right in front of me.
And he's gone.
And, yeah, he is gone. He said something about going to the bathroom with a cat? Understand. Make sure to keep an eye on those people. Understand, my lord. Then, what about you? What about the Akatsuki? Do you want any of the others to... Oh, Death Vader's going with you. Got it. I understand. That's where mostly the communication right now disappears, and that's where he says, gotta keep an eye on some brats, teenagers, adults. Yeah, whatever. He walks away right now, stomping on the ground, going towards Gara. But yeah.
We go back to Kisuke's POV. He was like, alright, Yorichi, you ready? He's like, yeah. Well, I'm trying to figure out where the frick is my Shuhakisha? He's like, I didn't think it was necessary. Like, great, now people are gonna believe I'm an attention seeker. He's like, calm down, it's not that bad. He's like, of course you wouldn't say it's that bad. Like, if you want to shoot hockey show, I got you. But you have to work with that for now. He's like, fine. I mean, I do got it out here. She just comes out and like, like, dang, you look good. He's like, whatever. Let's just walk around now. Yeah, so they just start walking around, looking at the place, and of course, there's men looking at Yorichi like, yo, bro, she's built, bro. Man, she looks so fine too, dog. I swear, bro. Man, I need to get me some of that. Like, bruh. Well, first of all, I was like, some guy just came and says, "Hey, yo, bro, you gonna let them talk to you about your girl like that, dude?" I know some dudes who would have shot them, bruh. Like, Kisuke just says, he's speaking.
Kisuke says, "Oh, don't worry. She can take care of herself."
Alright. Anyways, hey, lady, you look like you're interested in a shoe show, so here. And she was, and then this guy just gave her it. He was like, "Thank you." At least somebody got me it. Looking at Kisuke, like,
Hey! Don't look at me like you're gonna kill me.
oh yeah, she got it now. And just covers herself up a bit. It was like, there. Let me get the eyes off me for a minute. Everybody like, man, dang, bro. Man, at least she got her chest out. Yeah. Well, sorta. Anyways, yeah, they just walking around. It's like, what do you think about those robots up there?
Kisuke says they're
That's
interesting.
Kisuke.
They're very interesting. The problem is if we never decide to send them robots, who exactly send them?
Mm.
Right now, I feel like
Definitely the best. And then, well, next thing you know, they get bumped by a weird-looking tin can. It's like, huh? What? What is this? Like, and of course, it was like,
they kind of look confused at it and just like say, "What is that?"
I have no idea. Kisuke then bends down and just asks the thing a question.
Uh, hey there. Do you know how to speak?
He said,
This is where well, Kisuke says, "I see."
and next thing you know, we just, and then, after a bit, you just see some weird looking, well, thing just comes and says, oh wait, hold on, there it is. It goes, R2D2, there you are. Sorry about the, inconvenience. Miss and Mr. What are your names again?
This is where Kisuke
You,
says, "Kisuke Urahara."
and then she says, Yurichi Shihoi. Oh, Mr. O'Hara and Mrs. Shihoi. Um, Sorry about the inconvenience about my companion here.
Oh no, that's fine.
Okay. Now, come along now. We don't want to bother any of them. Like, yeah, and R2D2 was like, wow. And it started, like, walking with, C3PO. Yeah, Yoshi. Oh, go ahead.
Well, see, someone kind of says, "Quite interesting." It's like YouTube has never seen robots before.
Well, and then, they all turn around and just like, well, we've seen robots before, but we've seen a bit more advanced, though.
Oh. Oh,
Well,
okay.
who are you exactly?
Oh, let me introduce myself. My name is Kazutora Hamiya.
Oh,
Uh,
well, that's
mostly,
interesting.
yeah, I'm quite interesting, but don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's qu-
Kisuke just says his name.
oh,
He's like, Kisuke Urahara. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
Yeah, they shake hands.
It's
And
quite
then
in. This
Yuri just
were
says,
before. Well, go ahead. No, no, no. Yeah, go ahead.
Yuri just reaches out her hand and says, Yurichi Shioi, nice to meet you.
Kazutora says, "Oh, this is quite interesting. I never thought I was going to actually meet what's it called Raiku's mostly senseis."
Hmm?
Oh,
Senseis.
did I say that out loud? Should
You,
probably start going. Other than that, bye bye. He just runs off.
you just, okay.
Kisuke
Alright, then. Oh, go ahead.
Kisuke says, Yoriichi. Did he just say?
Yeah,
Should we go look after him or? Oh wait, never mind. He already disappeared. His energy signature.
yeah, I guess that's missing. So, should we keep exploring?
Yeah, we should, but let's just make sure that, well, the others don't get into trouble. If I have an idea for sure why these robots are here, then I'm thinking that Raikou is something to do a problem here.
Yeah. Should we report this well, the Emperor?
Entirely, the robots here don't seem to be causing trouble right now, and that guy just seems to be friendly.
Yeah.
Entirely, we should, but I don't see the problem here. Unless they start acting different and decide to kill civilians, then we might have to report this.
Yeah. Let's just make sure none of that happens. After all, Suna is kind of worth keeping.
Yeah, it is.
Alright. They just keep on exploring, and then we go back to Naruto's POV, meeting up with his younger sister, Hanabi, along with Hinata, and the wolf girl.
This is where Naruto says, hey, everyone.
They just look at Naruto and is like, Onicha, I mean, Naruto Sama. He just bowed. And, Hanabi was like, Hinata?
This is where, mostly, Naruto says, hey there, Hinabi.
He's like, Hanabi just ran up to Hinata and just gave her a big hug. Like, why did you leave me?
This is where, well, Hinata says, I had it, uh, she sighs and says, because I'm in love with a blonde hair boy.
You could have brought me too.
I'm sorry, Hinabi, but I didn't know if you wanted to go with me or not.
You didn't even ask.
I would have, but you would have probably told, well, how should I say, our clan.
I see. And, no, Naruto's like little sister came up to him and she did not know how to act. She didn't know she was allowed to hug him or just even talk to him or even look at him.
This is where he says, well, hey, Mental,
Hey,
you can talk to me.
just, I can't.
Yeah, of course. I don't hate you. He smiles brightly at her.
Okay. Um, why am I here?
It's where, well, mostly Naruto says, well, how should I say? Uh, how would I actually explain this to you? Dante will tell you everything. He decides to toss it on to Dante to explaining.
But he's not here.
Don't worry, Dante. When you see Dante, you get to see him. Naruto says with such a friendly smile.
Okay.
Naruto just didn't
Um,
feel like explaining the fact that mostly that whole thing that he just like heard from mostly Dante.
um, yeah, as they, well, they all just start talking, speaking to each other, like, well, trying to catch up and whatnot. And then, the wolf girl, so, what's her name?
Kuromi.
And Kuromi, well, we're talking, well, to Hanabi and Hinata about, like, the freaking engagement where Naruto got them or whatnot. It is basically telling embarrassing stories on how they were here. Also telling them some more stories, too.
This is where Naruto was smiling, but looked kind of a little distant, saddened.
And, well, Hanabi and them noticed this, and I was like, what's wrong?
Naruto said, "Oh, nothing's wrong. I'm just kind of sad that Dante can't just come over here and talk to us. I know he has some work to do and other things. I know where you, I know he's acting childish and other things. Just to think that mostly Dante just can't come over here and just talk to us. That's all I'm just feeling sad about."
Is it really about Dante, or is it about Raikou?
What? No, it's definitely about Dante.
Naruto? It's like,
Yes,
why are you lying in my face?
I'm not lying to you, Hinata. Why would I ever lie to you?
Look, Naruto, you, I know you, okay? I know how much you admire Raikou. You admire Raikou so much you lie the same way he does.
What? No.
And I was like, he just like hugs him and like leans her head on his lap, like, just tell me, okay?
It's,
Don't hide this from me.
uh, yes, I'm a little saddened that Raikou isn't here.
You know he made his choice, right?
But maybe I can change it.
I don't know if that's even possible.
But I still want to try. I made my choice. I want to go to the Five Lands to see if I can find him.
And what's the possibility of him actually wanting to come back to you?
I just want to. I want him to tell me the truth. I. I just. I can't live without him. He's my older brother, and I just feel sad and still.
And then, well, and not a, and um, Rick, what's her name again? Dang, I know I forget already.
Oh,
Well,
Kurumi?
Hiromi?
Yeah, Kurumi.
Yeah. It says, are we not good enough?
No, just no. You guys are perfect. It's just since mostly I bonded with Raikou ever since I was a child. I I just always had a special bond with him. I know he's sometimes lazy, sleepy, and sometimes never wanted to fight anyone, but it's just Since mostly Dante has told me that I was basically the glue, I want to actually try to glue our family back together.
Now, Naruto, you may have been the glue, but sometimes glue just can't fix things the way they used to be.
But I want to try at least. I know it might not be perfect. I know I'm not the strongest between mostly Dante or Raikou, but I still want to try.
Well, if that's the case, they just grab both of his hands like, we'll be there for you every step of the way.
Naruto just wants to say, really? Okay. Then I will try
And
to
then,
ask.
his sister and Hanabi said, we're there too.
Thank you. This is where he kind of like breaks down in tears.
And then they all give him a group hug.
But yeah. But of course we go
And
into.
from a long, I was gonna say something, but
No. You do. You
if
do.
like I was gonna say from long distance, Raikou felt a heavy ping in his heart.
I was like, what the fuck is this heart? Mostly we go into my POV. I was like, this hurts. Why do I feel hurt?
It
Could it?
wasn't physical, but it was more or less emotion.
Interesting. I feel like something is trying to. I feel like the future is trying to tell me something. Isn't that right, Blitz? Blitz right now appears next to me and says, that is true. It could be the fact that most of you are close to the Akatsuki's base. You're right. Now I have to fight them all on my own. Just so they won't target Naruto. I won't let anyone target anyone. This is where Blitz says, but...
anyone close to you? You mean anyone close to you, Milo?
Do I have anyone close to me?
No, you're gonna prevent them from hurting anyone close to you.
Well, I guess that's the plan, of course. But entirely, they're not close to me. I betray everything. Destroyed friendships and relationships.
I understand, my lord. No time. The Akatsuki could be planning to get Naruto right now, so we need to finish this as quick as possible.
Yes, you are right.
My lord?
This is where, well, mostly I then says, well, it's time for you to go to your full form and height. Understood?
Yes, my lord.
This is where I added chakra, so much chakra into Blitz that Blitz literally became a very huge dragon that sent a huge laser beam made out of plasma straight into mostly the Akatsuki, like the tallest building in the Rain Village.
Yeah.
That's why I then grinned saying, oh, you want me to continue or do you?
Oh, sure. I'm just looking at mythical dragons, but okay.
Mostly, Aizen says, well, it's time to begin. Come out, Espadas. This is where, well, different people with white kind of, like, mostly, they appear as Espadas. If you don't know how the Espadas look like, they look like this. Wait. Damn it. I said, why the hell did they give me that? God damn it.
Yeah, what color is Blade?
Wait, what the hell?
Did you pause it?
Oh, yeah. Let me pause it real fast.
Alright.
Okay, so Blitz looks kind of like, well, mostly this that I'm showing, yeah. He does look a little bit bony, but not much. Which mostly having bluish eyes and bluish mouth, and he kind of looks like Godzilla a little bit. Kind of looks like he's charging up. This is where, well, we go into mostly, well, Blitz launching the attack right now straight to the Akatsuki base. This is where, well,
we're in the Rainville.
Yeah, we're in the Rain Village.
And everyone was like, what's going on here? And then freaking Conan came down with her paper wings. It's like, who goes there?
This is where, wait, let me actually get the, what's the image and how it look like. This is where I say, well, hello there. Nice to meet you there. Can you speak for her?
Yeah, she's like, why do you intrude?
Oh, I'm just here for a bit of business to deal with you monkeys.
Monkeys? Yo, Kisame's like, you know I'm the tailed beast, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, monkeys and one fish. So I just smile at them saying, yeah,
You're
cocky.
strong, so why not sword fight with me?
Sword fight with you? If I sword fight with you, I would have wiped you and your fucking lineage.
So I just sense overconfident.
Oh.
Alright then.
Yes, overconfidence. Then bring it then.
You know, it's like with as him and Kisame and freaking go off and just fight with their swords. Like Blitz goes ahead and they start like spray fire around the Akatsuki base as everyone else tries to stop.
It's plasma, but yeah, not fire.
Oh, plasma fire or whatever the freak it is. Anyway.
But we go into Kisame in my battle. Right now, I pull out this Zanpakuto, and before mostly Kisame can even understand what the Zanpakuto is, I say, "This is my Zanpakuto." Do you want to know what it does?
Zanpakuto. What does it do?
Oh, it's easy. It's similar to your sword.
In what instance?
You know, well, it's not entirely training chakra. It's more of, this is where I stab upon him, nullifying chakra. I take out my sword from him and say,
some type of... And then he's...
dude, you keep cutting out.
Just is like, what? He's kind of leaking in the bottom, but then he puts like, he's like overall confused until he said, you know what? You're interesting. You and that blade of yours. So, why don't we keep this going, eh?
You're quite interesting, Fishman. Can I call you Fishman? I don't really know what your actual name is.
Fishman. It's Kisame Hoshigaki, one of the 7 ninja swordsmen.
Interesting. Well, I guess you should know my name, shouldn't you?
Of course I should know. After all, it is courtesy. I need to write on your gravestone once I'm done.
Quite interesting. You think you're going to win. Whatever. My name is Raikyu Jenga. You probably know me as an S-rank missing ninja from the Leaf Village. But who really
Yes,
cares?
rank miss. Because no one knows where you and those other have went. And sorry about your little brother, but we kind of do have to capture him,
Oh,
just in case the soul is necessary. No personal hard feelings for me. I don't really care. I don't really care about the kid, but I do feel like he isn't really necessary. After all, me and Itachi wanted just to, because we just felt like the power was all that was necessary. But it seems like they wanted to be ensured it was the spirit. So sorry, bro, can't really do much about
well,
myself.
I knew that pretty much the Akatsuki wanted my little, well, how should I say, not my little brother. I know they want Naruto. So, let me tell you something. I came here to wipe out your entire existence.
My existence, huh? I don't really care about being remembered. All I want to do is fight with sword.
You're right. Let's fight with swords then. This is where I pull up my Zanpakuto right in front of me.
And just so you know, I made jutsus on.
Oh, it's okay. Go ahead.
No, Kisame just goes in and just like, wow! Just freaking goes in and just slices down a
This is where I dodge very
whatever
easily and
chakra
say,
he had. I mean, almost.
interesting. You're quite strong, but not strong
Yeah.
enough or faster than me.
But not I mean,
I blink out of existence and appear right in front of
I
him.
blink out of this.
Touch him in the shoulder and says, "Be gone." Right now, a huge slash appears on his chest.
Wow. Okay. Okay, you're a little talented now. Now, he just goes in and says, Kuchiyo's no jutsu. And just made a whole lot of water and just summoned sharks.
Interesting. Well, all I can do is this. No slash. This is where a huge white slash appears and it just nullifies all the water. Right now, rushing straight towards, well, mostly Kisuke. Not Kisuke, Kisame.
It stabs, it gets him, but then it turns out to be a water prison technique.
That's why I kind of just look at him and say, interesting. You managed to trap a clone. Have him right now next to him says, quite interesting.
What the? He just like moves back to his hand sign and says, water stuff, 1,000 feeding sharks.
Interesting. No. Similar. Nullify. This is where I nullifies all the water entirely around me. Just making a cylinder around mostly me and Kisuke. I mean, not Kisuke, Kisame.
Water release, exploding water colliding.
This is where I then slash it when my sword disappears.
I see. You're pretty good, aren't you?
Well, maybe I am good. Maybe I'm not. Who really knows?
Maybe. Huh. Okay. Anyways, I guess I'll have to take this up a notch. Just takes off his Akatsuki cloak and just was just takes off his headband too. Just looks like sharp human and uncover him. Well, probably except for the arm guards, but I don't know if they'll too. Like, no. let's get it. Like, this man looks like he became a whole shark. And just went outside into the real water. He was like, based on what he was able to show, you can't nullify real water. Only
I stab the water itself, and this is where I say Bankai. Erasure. Disappear. Psh, all the water disappears.
how did how did you
How did I what?
how did you
You look kind of dumbfounded.
really? I see. I didn't want to. He just unlocks his own Bankai. He just says Bankai. Like, and then I just like, whoa, stop this show. How the freak does Kisame have a freaking? How does freaking Kisame have a Bankai? Hold on, what is going on here?
This is where, well, before mostly Dante can keep talking, a guy with a red spandex appears, saying, "Hey, stop breaking the fourth wall. Only I can do this shit."
Who is you? Like,
Oh, it's your friendly neighborhood Deadpool here.
Deadpool.
Also, lovely viewers. This is where, well, Deadpool ignores Dante.
I'm just trying to figure out how the freak this man has a Bankai.
This is where Deadpool says, he pushes Dante out of the way. Also, before we continue on, I just want to say, if you haven't liked or subscribed to mostly Raiku's channel or mostly Dante's channel, then what are you doing? If you don't do it fast enough, I'ma shoot you. This is why I come out of nowhere and says, "Can you people stop breaking the fourth wall?"
I was like, stop breaking the fourth wall. I'll break it if I want to with the freak. Even Raiku's breaking the fourth wall here just by moving.
Can we just go back to the battle? I don't care how what's it called? Kisame has a Bankai.
Okay. Then, like, okay, continue.
We go back into the battle.
Then freaking Kisame's Bankai just like.
Interesting.
The thing is, you're not ready for this blade yet.
Are you talking about the blade that you're basically...
Basically, now my blade has fully became a glutton. Wanna fight now?
Sure.
You wanna know how I got my Bankai? Or my Zanpakuto?
No, I don't want to hear your background story. But sure, why not?
Oh. So you're okay with it?
Wait. Mostly he... wait, is it Kisame talking?
Yeah.
That's where I say, do I really wanna know about your Bankai story? You know what? Sure, go ahead.
Well, the thing is, I actually got it by stealing it from someone.
Oh.
It was some man named Ometsu Sosetsu, like, and then I just appear out of nowhere and says, Owetsu? He's like, yeah, that was his, wait, who are you? Oh? What the?
I smack my fucking head and say, that son of a bitch.
It's like, oh, yeah, his name was Owetsu Nehemiah. I stole it from him and made this one my own. Now, let's fight it here, okay?
Who exactly was a Wetsu?
He's the guy I got my Zombie toe from. Well, stole one of them.
Wait, did he had kind of darkish skin to lure you into a cave, kind of ask you to pick out some girls and whatever the fuck?
I snuck in that piece. But anyways, yeah, Kisame just comes at him with a huge blade.
Interesting. That thing is about to hit me.
Now
Disappear.
take his chocolate.
Before the thing can even hit me, I say one word. Disappear, monkey. Before anything can even happen, the sword itself literally erases it from existence entirely.
Then you just hear something just appear right on it. It's like, thank you for the power. Now, let's see. We just see a huge board just come out and he's like, erase.
Hmm? Oh, you
Thing
think...
is, of course you erased just the blade part, but the blade part can always be replaced, except for my handle. But the thing is, the handle can't even be erased from existence. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. But now, my blade has taken on the properties of your erasure, but only for 5 minutes. Can you survive that long?
Sure. That's why I then says... That's why I kind of says, 5 minutes are over.
What? Huh? How?
What do you mean, how? 5 minutes literally passed by. We just stand here for 5 minutes and we just happen. It might have sounded like 5 seconds, but I can do anything. I put my mind to it. You can think about it. Now, you said the handle was basically the sword that basically holds everything. So you're talking about this handle that I'm holding right now.
What the?
Which, I'm going to say one thing. Thank you for the handle anyway. This blade could be very helpful in the near future for my plans. Now be gone from my existence.
Trying to get his sword back. Was his hand.
Before he can even touch me, Beto actually appears right now, ripping out his heart.
You know what? I'm not even mad. Hey, can I ask you something though?
Yeah?
If you can find a river or something, or if you can just find a huge lake or something, just leave my body to float there, okay?
I grabbed and says, how about this? Teleportation. I teleport right into the ocean. This is where shadows of the letters actually appear saying, well, this is now your new grave. Have a nice nap in the water forever.
Yeah, I guess that's fitting. Kisame just dies with his eyes open. Vera makes sure to close his eyes though.
That's all I say.
As he watches, oh, okay. As
No.
he watches the wire to carries him away.
Oh, it's my turn? Okay. That's where I sigh and says, well, that was interesting. News on Pakto I have. This could be the third one I have.
Don't you feel any remorse, mister?
This is where I kind of look at Bedu and says, I do. He was a quite interesting swordsman. One of the strongest ones I ever seen. And not the point. Could not convince him to actually join me, even if I wanted to.
He probably would have. He joined the Akatsuki after all.
Yes, but I do not want him to attack Naruto.
I even got a piece of his soul.
How you do? His heart. Maybe we can clone him.
Yeah.
I still have the sword.
Alright then. Let's go with the others. And then freaking Itachi was very upset and was like, "So you killed my brother, and then you killed my partner." He was like,
Oh, you also missed screw your sister.
"My what?"
You know your sister, Kiyomi.
Then he just pulled out his freaking Susanoo and was about to seal him with the Yada, which we know basically bypasses all conventional durability and absorbs the soul.
The sword itself hits me. Ugh. It seals me inside. While Itachi says, "Don't talk about my sister ever again." Beru is still right there looking confused.
To hit him with jutsus, but
No, Beru is just looking
the
confused.
Yaramir basically like repels and negates all ninjutsu.
This is where Beru then disappears, saying, "I see. I guess you won." Shoo, disappears.
Like, now that my job is done, I'll dispel my Susanoo, as he's sealed for all eternity.
This is where
Yes, each has to watch.
I say, "Are you sure about that? It's quite interesting. I thought you were a master of all genjutsus." I'm right now inside his Susanoo.
What the? How are you?
Didn't you say that sword can basically seal anyone forever, right? Well, I guess it had no effect on me.
How?
Who knows? Aren't you the genjutsu master? Maybe I using the genjutsu on you before even kind of getting hit.
Kai.
Oh, it won't work right now.
How can I not break his genjutsu, even as an Uchiha?
Those special eyes are still nothing to what I have. Oh, this is so interesting just seeing you kind of struggle.
He decides to use Amaterasu.
It hits me, but then mostly it hits me and disappears. And this is where I say, "That's quite interesting." The flames, known as Amaterasu, burns for 7 days and 7 nights. Interesting. Right now next to Itachi.
And Beru said, "I also remember it's as hot as the sun. I don't feel any of it."
Yeah, that is true.
Then he decides to use Tsukuyomi. Now we see a kind of an inverted one, where the sky is red, the freaking everyone else is dark black, and well, Itachi's dead. Here, I make the rules, and you'll be tortured for 50 years.
You do make the rules? Interesting.
But in the real world, it'll only be 2 seconds.
So how about this? We changed spots in an instant. I was like, how about this? You take my place, and I take your place. Doesn't that sound fair?
What?
He said, who knows? Maybe I'm an Uchiha. Maybe I'm not. Who knows?
This makes no this this how?
Why do you keep asking so many questions? How? How? Who knows? Other than that, that's where I grab one of the blades and says, "You want to be tortured for 72 hours there, Itachi?"
What's he tries to get out but he can't.
I stab into him and says, "Come on, Itachi. Don't start crying now."
And then another clone appears and then they both stab him. He's like, ah.
I'm right now smirking saying, "Oh, come on, Itachi. It hasn't even been that long. It's only been 1 second."
Wait, what?
Yeah. Now let's go on for 72 hours. This is where, well, multiple clones appear stabbing into Itachi, but this time it's different family members, like Uchiha's. His father, mother, brother, sister.
Yeah, it's psychological torture, bro.
But yeah, that's where it then says, "Wow, Itachi, you survived for 3 seconds. That's a new record."
What?
Huh?
Please let this nightmare end.
This is where I say, "How about no? Let's continue this on. Let's continue our therapy session."
And then, like, yeah, basically 72 hours passed, and freaking, like, when the time was about to be up, please just kill me already.
How about this? This is where I managed to make Kiyomi appear. And this is where, well, I then kind of lift her kind of chin up to my face. And this is where I kiss her. "No, you're gonna watch me screw your sister." But this is where the Tsukiyomi itself, it just breaks. But yeah. This is where I say, "Wow, that was an interesting kind of sight that I saw."
Like, bro, ain't no way you just actually screwed his sister right in front of him, bro.
No, I didn't. The Tsukiyomi just broke in an instant. Because it's only 2 seconds, mostly 2 hours disappear.
Okay, my lord.
And then there's Ghost Itachi. He's all broken now. Ah, I forgot to even show him about the fact that I wanted to destroy Konoha. Destroy the thing that he wanted to protect. Damn.
My lord, what should we do with this? Should we take? Should we take his eyes?
Yes, take them at once. This is what Beru does. He just kind of plucks him out, but yeah.
Yeah, God, you can't see it no more.
That's where I just cut his head.
What?
What? I just cut his head, mostly Itachi's head off.
Jeez. And next thing you know, we come against the zombie duo. Basically, Bear, well, freaking Raikou. You know, it's like new sacrifices for gosh.
You know, Lord Joshin isn't real. I kind of just like Tohidon.
Of course, a non-believer would say such thing.
No, I'm telling the truth. Lord Joshin is not real.
I thought Joshin was a lone demon who came to this world, wanted to show his prominence through his abilities.
Beru kind of told me, "Oh, right, I forgot about him. Yeah, let me go summon him." That's why I summon Lord Joshin in an instant and says, "Hello there, Joshin."
Is it? What's going on here? Raikou.
Hmm? Did you say something there, Joshy?
He's just trying to run away, but
Beru?
yeah.
Beru right now appears right in front of Joshy and grabs and drags him back.
No, 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 no.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
it was just saying, oh, Jesus, about to get his tail. He's like, what do you want from me, right? I don't got anything you need. I'm in you. What?
I just wanna right now show this lonely monkey right here what true power is.
You can't kill me. I'm immortal.
Whoever said I wasn't
Great. Joshi.
immortal. 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 Yes, 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 yes. Immortal. But are you really immortal? That's where I kind of put my hand on top of Joshin and rip his immortality off of his body.
What the?
I say,
Oh, we did.
are you really immortal? Sorry, but you're no longer immortal. Beru? Beru right now rips his heart out from his body. And right now takes his head along with it.
And yeah, the body just fell to the ground. He was like, no. And yeah, I became mortal again.
So, Hidan, or should I say, monkey, how was your god? How was the display of power? Now let's test that mortality of yours.
Hold on, my lord. He just grabs an axe and just bonks him on the head and just this man looks like he's brain dead.
Huh. Was it too much to see his lord just be destroyed? Right in front of his eyes?
Well, he was a devout follower, so I don't believe that. I don't really believe that. Well, he wouldn't be he would be surprised. I believe I wouldn't be surprised if he thought his Lord Joshi was all powerful, and to see him lose, it's kind of left his brain in a state where he can't, um, well,
Think?
properly. Yeah, he's definitely overthinking, and he just doesn't know what to think.
So he became a vegetable. Understood. This is where I then look at, well, Kakasu and says, how about you? Were you also a devout believer of Joshi?
No, all I care about is getting that bag.
Oh, if that's the case, this is where I throw a bag of money and says, you work for me now.
It'll take more than that to...
This is where I throw another bag and another bag and another bag.
So yeah, freaking, he's like, anyways, Hedon walks into everyone and is like, yo, Hedon. Data like, yo, Hedon, come in. Next thing you know, this man, Data, gets fired to the face. I'm sorry, I'm changing sides now. And Connor was like, why?
I got paid.
What?
Hell yeah. Now if you don't mind me, I got real bags of money.
Don't we pay you though?
Hell nah. You better pay me anything. I'm getting paid more than just being here by just standing right next to this motherfucker.
Like, so wow, you chosen being a gold digger instead of peace.
Not, this is where I spoke up and says, not gonna lie, peace is kind of overrated.
And then freaking Konar just tries to slice up Kakuzu.
Cactus doesn't get affected because he's somewhat immortal. Hey, bitch, watch out for my money.
And then, well, Dataro was about to go ahead and activate his bomber move because he got effed up. And then, yeah. Let's just say Raikou did something to make sure it was, like, very, like, potent, but at the same time, it wasn't as prominent. It was like, sheesh, he messed himself up. And then, like, Sasawi, or Sasori freaking came in here with his puppets.
I'm like, not gonna lie, you seem to be the weakest out of everyone here. So how about you go play with your own puppets somewhere else?
He just goes ahead and still manipulates his puppets and was about to freaking go ahead and stab Raikou.
That's why I snap my fingers and say, so you want to play an army versus an army, right? This is where multiple darkness beings appear all around me, being darkness soldiers. They just rip through the puppets and right now rushing straight towards Will. Mostly Sasori.
And then Sasori goes and summons the Kazekage and then makes sure to use the golden sand.
This is where, well, the darkness kind of soldiers just doesn't get affected.
Sasori then reveals his puppet body. He's like,
you have a puppet body with a weakness in it. That thing in your chest is the biggest weakness. I can just toss something to it, which I already did, hit your chest, which I already did, and you're dead. Pathetic.
The puppet master's down.
It is.
Hedon is over there counting bread.
Hedon? You mean Kakuzu?
Oh yeah, Kakuzu. He's like, and then next thing you know, freaking Sasori was like, Kakuzu, and then he said, "Shut up, I'm trying to count this bread."
Kind of reminds me of another person. Not gonna lie. I think both of them will basically get along together, or probably fight against the money.
And then like Kakuzu says, "Quiet, boss. I'm trying to count this bread." Like that is still counting.
I just ignore him entirely and says, whatever, go ahead and count.
Anyways, freaking Pain and Obito comes out like, so, I see.
So the fake Uchiha Madara decides to show up, and then the emo punk rocker decides to also show up.
Anyways, hey, I just captured a girl. And, you know, we just found a Suigetsu. And then they found their other two friends. Found Suigetsu, Jugo, and then the prize position in Uzumaki while partying.
Okay. Do I look like I'm phased or care?
Oh no, this is Zetsu.
Oh, that's why I kind of... I was like, hey, Beru, do you see that plant-looking creature?
Yes.
Do you know what we do with plants that are kind of like weeds? Pluck them out of the ground now.
Yeah. He just goes in and like plucks into the ground and then right at Raiku's feet.
I'm like, so, you found an Uzumaki. That's quite interesting. How about telling me about it?
You're not my lord. That is Pain Sama.
Oh, sorry. That where I was I asking about mostly, well, mostly giving me the information? Oh no, I just rip it out of your mind. That's why I kind of touch his head and rip out the thoughts and other things. Also, from my understanding, there's also something called Black Zesu.
Yeah, they're basically two.
This is where, well, I kind of look at the Black Zesu creature, grab it, and that's why it says, you are could be a problem in the near future, but you could also be useful for me. That's why I just put him into a seal, a quite powerful seal that he won't be able to escape. I just absorb him into my darkness and says, well, that was easier than expected.
And then, Pain and Obito then comes out of nowhere and, Pain says, Shinra Tensei.
It doesn't even push me. Right now, my clothes just kind of flies off. Or not flies off, mostly just gets pushed back. I'm like, hey, you know what that reminds me of? Dante's technique. But Dante's technique is much more powerful than yours. Yours is just pathetic. A copy version of his.
Oh yes, the vibration manipulator. Able to use all forms of energy. Even gravitational energy, while at the same feats as a gravity user. But
Yep.
the thing is, the difference between him and I is that I am a god. He's like, what is so funny?
I right now say, oh, that's such a good joke there.
I don't see how this is funny when I'm being serious.
Oh, I thought you said you were a god.
Because I am. After all, I have the eyes of the Sage of Six Paths.
That's why I kind of calmed down myself from like laughing so hard. I was like, uh, stop it for a second. You're killing me. Oh, that's so funny. For a second, I thought a monkey is telling me that he's a god. Oh, God, that's so funny.
I am no monkey. I am a god.
So you're telling me with those eyes you're a god, right?
With my eye, I see everything.
Okay, can you see the future?
Precognition is quite better than the Sharingan itself.
Did you answer my first question? Can you see the future?
Future. No, but when I see my enemies, I can ensure my victory.
Can I say one thing? Can you see from both eyes?
Yes, I can see it from both eyes. One.
Try again. This is where, well, one of his eyes are right now kind of disappeared.
What the? How?
Beru is right next to you in your original body.
Beru goes and takes the other eye. So,
Idiot.
I have his eyes, Menlo.
Good.
What should I do with them?
Keep them.
Are you planning something to help?
Oh, of course. I'm planning a lot of things. My mind is right now processing every little detail. Can't believe I collected a lot of things from this Akatsuki group. Now it's time for the fake Madara Uchiha. Come on, fake Madara Uchiha. Why are you running?
where she's like, I'm not running, and I'm not the fake Madara.
Are you sure about that? You're not the fake. So if I do this, I go through hand signs and says, what was it called? Mostly not rebirth. Mostly it was the what's it called? Reanimation jutsu. That's why reanimation Madara itself.
Madara?
Madara
Who
says,
speaks at Obito?
you want me to be Madara?
Sure.
Madara says, did you just reanimate me? Do you? Where's the eyes of the Renegon? Obito.
They're in his hands.
Hello there, Madara. This I put my hand on his shoulder. You might not know me. You might not know me, but my name is... none of your concern, because you're basically under my hypnosis already. Thank you for looking at the sword anyway.
Then Madara just breaks the genjutsu by turning on the Renegon. Like, you actually had to force me to use the Renegon. I give you your props, boy.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, quite interesting you got Renegon in your eyes. I guess you won't need them either. That's why I stabbed them with mostly my other sword. And erased them.
And then, like, oh, okay, yeah, I ain't got nothing. Like, I was gonna make it say, my lord, Edo Tensei isn't like regular skin or body organs. They can repair themselves.
Well, I like to see them prepared from erasement. Other than that, where's your eyes there, Uchiha?
He goes ahead and uses Izanagi on one of his eyes to repair
I
him.
stab it back again and says, quite interesting, you're not fast enough. Do it again. I would like to stab you in the eye again.
He just dodged this time. He was like, I was able to repair my Renegon from both of my shark.
This where I then grab him from the head and just stab him. I'm like, nope. Your eye is gone again.
He just activates the Susanoo. And occasionally I wondered, but yeah, they need both. Yeah. Madara was alive and still was able to activate with no eyes. So, yeah.
Oh, well, you're making me use this form. Even though I don't want to use it, I guess I will have to use it. That's why I exploded with so much lightning power around me, and that's why I say, well, let's see, I want to know if I can just smash your Susanoo pretty easily. I rush at him with so blinding speed, and I just smashed through and kicking him out of it.
And then next thing you know, Obito then comes in with a Renegon in his eye. How to free.
That's why I then say, Beru appears right now, taking off the mask and ripping out both of his eyes out.
My eyes.
Beru then says, pathetic.
Before Beru could do that, he uses Kama Weed.
Kama Weed. An interesting ability. Beru, I give you permission to actually use a bit of more speed next time.
My lord, I think I know how his intangibility works. When I attack him, he has to move a selective part into type of dimension.
Dimension? I think I know which dimension it is. Luckily, I did steal this from Moshi Kakashi. This is where I right now kind of put in my eye, and this is where I then says Kama Weed. I right now teleport another Shadow Soldier into basically the same Kama Weed dimension as Obito, where he sent it.
Yeah, and freaking Wait, what happened again? My fault.
I kind of basically used Kakashi's eye because I did steal it before.
Why'd you steal that?
Because I fucking could.
Yeah, we took Ashi's eye and was able to basically
Send
like
a
what
different
again?
Shadow Soldier into mostly the dimension.
Yeah, and then well, Obito then makes himself an intangible, so there's nothing in the dimension. Yeah,
But this is where Beto is still out here.
it was like well, and then Barry then goes in and tries to hit him again until he
He
right.
dodges. Well, he
Yeah, it
dodges, but
was
he
like
gets his other eye plucked out from the Kamui dimension.
ah,
You're an idiot, you know that? Luckily, he took out the Sharingan. And also Renegon.
you you bastards. Then he just freaking goes ahead and uses the no rocket path and then just tries to use the king of.
I right now appear on top of the King of Hell kind of statue and I say, you go back. This is where it does go back.
Yeah, what the heck? Okay. Anyways. Wait, does he still have his eye? My fault.
No, he got both of his eyes ripped out.
Sheesh. Okay, so he can't even use the Breda path, which would have ignored ninjutsu.
Well, too fucking bad.
Hmm.
Eh,
Oh
whatever.
no. What are we going to do with their
Oh, do not worry, Beto. You do not need to worry too much. I have plans. Plans. Big plans for this world.
Alright, Michael.
I have
And then we can see the Renegon just starting to like fade from basically right in them's hands. It's like these aren't the real eyes, man.
interesting.
I can sense them.
Yep.
So yeah, we just go into the basically the fake wall that Conan made, but then she tries to protect Nagato. Yeah, sick one. He was like, "What do all of you want?"
Hmm? Oh, you know. We just want those eyes of yours.
My eye.
Yes, since you were complaining about your god and other than that.
Then Conan tries to defend him, be like, "You're not taking Nagato's eyes. He's all I have left."
Oh, you can keep him. I'm not gonna kill him anyway. Why would I kill him?
But he,
How about this? I heal his body completely. Then take his eyes and repair him and give him different eyes. He won't die.
but how is he supposed to complete his plans for peace?
Hmm. I'll destroy mostly the Leaf Village, the other nations, and then you can rebuild peace on your own.
But then Nagato said, "It's just violence is just going to ensue again."
Well, truly, your way of thinking was similar to my way of thinking. Destroying and destroying is basically what I was going to do anyway. How about this? You can think that this is basically this place here, the Five Great Nations, the eastern side, is full of violence, right? How about if I tell you there's a
Yes.
different place, a different land that is full of peace? There's no war, no nothing, and I'll let you live in that place for free.
For free. What's the catch here?
Hmm, you just gotta listen to a friend of mine, or mostly, yeah, you can just listen to him, whatever. I think he will allow you to stay there if you don't cause trouble. So how about it?
Okay.
Sounds like a pretty good deal.
But what about my Uzumaki kin or
Kari,
in his
you can take them along with you. Besides,
alright.
if you stay here any too much longer, you do know that the Leaf Village is greedy as hell. There's just a bunch of greedy pigs.
Sure.
So, what's your choice?
I would take the farmer.
Good. You seem to be smart. That's why I walk up to him and just kind of, right now, use a bit of my, well, power. It's mostly changed from darkness to light itself, and this where it just heals mostly Nagato to its like original body. Of course, his eyes change from mostly the Renegon to just normal kind of purplish eyes. This is where I have the Renegons in my hand now, and I say, well, it's time for you, your friend over there, and your kin to kind of leave. Also, I don't know who
Okay.
else you're going to take from this rain village. Since I know you're the leader of this place, you should probably take them all with you towards, well, the place that I'm talking about.
Alright. Let's go, Karin. And yeah. But Conan and says, but what about his body?
His body's all repaired. What are you thinking? You can get out of the machine now.
Is this, is this temporary fix or is this a true fix?
It's permanently fixed. My light can fix anything. I just never use it too much. This light is called the
Okay.
god of, well, miracles. It allows me to fix anything.
Alright then.
Now,
You have you have my respect.
well, it's nice to have someone's respect once in a while, but you shouldn't respect me too much. Other than that, I should make a portal towards mostly well, not dimension, the place, the other place. Ooh, I know Dante's going to be pissed at me. But I don't care. We go into
And
mostly a POV of, well, Dante being in his kingdom.
yeah, I'm just chilling around.
This is where
Um,
a frog appeared right in front of him.
the other was like, you just hear like what the a frog.
This is where Karma says, Yo, it's me!
Hey, don't you see I'm busy?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, I didn't need to watch this. If I wanted to watch it, I would have watched it on my computer. Not the point. Mostly, how should I say this? Raiku-sen kind of decides to send a bunch of people that wants to kind of be in your, well, kingdom. Other than that, I should be going. I have a boner now. Bye!
I'm gonna finish first, because I know if I left, she gonna be here upset. So yeah, also I gotta finish. Tell me if I'm upset. Yeah, just I hear a whole lot of. Okay.
Okay, Dante, you keep
Mm,
speaking while I gotta go to the bathroom again.
okay, okay. So, as like as stuff was going, so after that whole thing, I just showered up real quick, and then yeah, just like it was like I just went to my office and it says bring them in Yes, sir. Um, mm, who are you? Um, we are Uzumaki, and this is some of my friends. Jugo, Conan, um, this is Conan, my friend. This is, and this is her friends. Um, this here is, Jogo, and this is Suigetsu. Like, 7 ninja swordsman in the mist. A paper girl. And some unstable senjutsu user. And the two of you are Uzumaki, am I correct?
Yes.
Alright. Who sent you here?
I think if I could remember, his name is Raikou.
Alright. Okay. My village is actually open to arms to anyone who needs help. And Naruto is also an Uzumaki, but the only difference is that you all will be under suspicion. And you'll be watched 24/7 for any suspicious activity. I already know your relations to the Akatsuki, Conan, and Pain. So, you two will be watched specifically. You three, you will be watched, but probably leisurely. But you'll get the same treatment as them until I'm proven otherwise. Understood?
That's why I say, damn, that's quite harsh.
And what are you doing here?
Oh, just listening. Just hoping that you wouldn't execute them or any of that. I drink my tea.
You know I'm still trying to figure out why you're here.
I'm just making sure that they don't get executed.
Very unneeded.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. You're going to have to take the whole kind of village of Rain Village within your kind of kingdom. Just so they won't be killed.
It'll be just a territory.
Sure, whatever. Well, it's time for me to go. I should also mention that all of Akatsuki's are dead. Well, those who are remaining are, yeah. Other than that, bye, Dante. Bye-bye. This is where I start disappearing. This is where, well, Karin decides to say something and says, wait, before you go, wait, how should I say? I want to thank you. Why would you thank the villain? That's quite crazy to think about it. Why would you thank a villain for helping? You don't know what I'm doing, and yet you would thank me. Crazy. Don't you think, Dante?
I'm just gonna let you know, you come around here like you own the place again, you, my friend, are gonna be on the kill on side order.
Quite interesting. Then again, your girlfriend did try to kill me in the morning. For no reason.
Come around here like you have some sense, please.
I'm just here to just talk to you. That's all. Other than that, stay out of my way when I'm in the 5 great nations. Bye-bye.
I swear he's gonna be the freaking death of me, dude.
Kermit says, yeah, he's going to be the... Wait, what? Oh, wait, I'm still
Don't
here.
even say shit. Don't
Yay!
even say shit.
Okay, bye. He disappears also.
Alright. We'll get you all and put into the village. Okay?
This where Naruto says, understood.
Well, welcome to the Empire.
Thank you. They'll walk. Well, they're supposed to walk away, but yeah.
Alright. Keep an eye on them, okay? That's all I whisper one of my guards ear.
They nodded.
Watching with you. Alright. As everyone leaves us, I was like, you know how hard it was for me to keep my composure when you were doing what you were doing? I just look at, Freya, and, she's underneath, doing some, strange things. I was like, he's like, shh, is everyone gone? Like,
This is where, well, mostly before that happening, Dante noticed something on the ground. It looked to be a picture of something.
What is that? I just, like,
Before him picking it up, before he can even pick it up and, like, take it, this is where I appear again and says, oh, sorry, I forgot something. That's where I grab the thing before I can actually go towards Dante and says, that's not for you to see. Never to see. Nah, bye.
Okay. Okay, yep, this location is not safe. Let's go somewhere else. He was like, he's like, alright. Anyways, bathroom. Yeah, we just both go in there, yeah.
Well, we go from...
Yeah, and there's like, yeah, we just go into the bathroom real back. Put a silencing seal, and a lock seal, and something else. Who cares?
This is where we go from their POV to my POV. I right now appear back into the rain village and kind of looking around, seeing the rain fall upon my face. This is where I look at the picture and this is where I say, ooh, I almost lost that. That would have been bad if Dante would have saw that. He probably would have figured it out. But that's not the point. This is where I look at the picture and then I just kind of look at the rain and say, one more step closer to my goal. Well, should probably go visit him just to see it. It's been over 6 years since I went to go visit the graveyard. Almost at the grave. Yep, that's what I'll do. This is where, well, before I can actually walk away, this is where someone like, well, mostly with blackish hair and yellowish hair appear and saying, hey boss. I kind of look over and say, huh? Kazutora, what the hell are you doing here? This is where he's like, about that, well, you know, just here around, I might have accidentally told those, how should I say, ninjas from the Empire about the fact that I was with you, so that's why I'm here with you. Now, dot. I should have fucking put someone else. I should have just put fucking, Hanma to do it. Or someone else. Why did I pick you to think that you will be a good spy? Whatever, just follow me. Kazutora said, oh, okay. This is where, well, he kind of walks next to me. This is where, well, Kazutora says, so where are we going? We are going to somewhere kind of secluded. You are not going to go inside it, understand? You're just going to be outside keeping the eye out. You can say. Kazutora says, oh, okay. We go into mostly a timescape of going to basically a secluded kind of forest. This is where Kazutora says, this place looks kind of creepy. Shut up and just stay out. Yes, sir. This is where I kind of walk inside, and this is where I kind of go up to the kind of, well, we'll see place. The garden and the stills seem to be quite healthy and luscious, because I did add a lot of chakra into this place. This place has lots of chakra. It's literally almost the same level of chakra inside this place as like the Ten Tails. This is where, well, luckily no one has ever seen, well, mostly felt this chakra pressure of power inside this place because it has lots of barrier seals everywhere, and there is lots of them. And also cloak seals to make sure those barrier seals will not be found out. But this is where I go up to kind of the graveyard, kind of take out the picture. This is where, well, I then kind of smile, saying, don't worry there, little brother. I will make sure this world pays. All the monkeys, I'll kill them all. I'll kill all the greedy monkeys, the filthy monkeys, the monkeys that don't understand true power. I'll make sure all of them, they pay. But I still need to make my army powerful. I do have the droids. I do have what other members? I mean, I could have asked Nagato to be a part of my group, but he wouldn't join too much. He wanted peace. He can deal with mostly Dante and his peace. Other than that, I hope Dante takes my words lightly. Or, well, not lightly, to heart. He better not show up back over here. But knowing him, he will probably show up just to despise me. Well, little brother.
That got my POV as, well, I was just putting in work. It's like, why do I feel like my past is getting brought up again? Sheesh. And then Fred was like, don't freaking stop me. Like, okay, well, that got righteous POV.
That's where I say, I feel like Dante felt like he got called up. It'd be funny just for him just to have this weird feeling. Maybe I could take a picture of him. Nah, I shouldn't. If I go back there, I feel like he would try to kill me this time. Other than that, little brother, you just understand this. When I get to Uzu, I will do, well, mostly that plan. I will bring you back to life with one of those machines. Or advanced techniques machines, whatever the hell they were. If I can remember from Don's little fucking plans. Well, the full moon is coming up in 7 days. She'll be prepared in that time. I don't think fucking Dante knows about the full moon. And others.
My lord. We have engineered the military rations pills that the shinobis use to replenish their chakra. Now, these ones use nature energy.
That's good. Very good.
It seems like the other Empire village had already made this. We just copy off of their formula.
Of course Dante would do something like that. Besides, his military is quite powerful. It's just he won't attack anyone. Unless it comes to necessary attack.
Yes. But I asked you a question, sir. Are you sure this is the same Dante you knew back then?
No, of course not. The same Dante I knew would have instantly attacked me, would have punched me in the face, and would have asked me why the fuck I left.
Well, some of that did show up back then. But I can see the maturity in his eyes for his empire. To see if you were going to do anything to that.
Of course. I knew so much. Dante is quite mature. Unlike me, I mean, I am mature, but more of a villain way type. Other than that, it's quite interesting. He matured to be stronger and actually respected by everyone that he kind of cares in his kingdom, while I'm kind of more fear and a different side. I guess if I just stayed with him a little bit longer, went rogue with him, I guess I would have turned out to be the same like him. Maybe. But
Him and Naruto are both great warriors, I can tell. They're both, well, kind of childish and kind of are lackluster, but they know when to get serious, of course.
well, that's just them. Other than that,
Shall we get going, sir?
yes. In 7 days, I need to get to Uzu. And in those 7 days, I gotta make sure an army is at Uzu. I know Dante does not have the real key to be able to get in, but luckily I managed to take a little bit of sample blood from Osikari and Nagato, just in case.
I see. I see, sir.
Now, we should be going then.
Yes. And that's probably going to wrap it up, right? Or
Yep, that's where we're gonna leave it off.
Yeah.
So pretty much there's where we're gonna drop it off.
Yeah, with me barely being in it this time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and mostly me showing up more than often and fighting against the Akatsuki.
But I mean, Naruto pretty much does the same with Sasuke, so I don't see the issue. But yeah, you know, it's just potatoes. Yeah.
Yeah, so have a nice potato day, potato night, potato sleep.
Potato.
Probably next what's it called? Next part someone might be revived, who knows?
Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah,
And,
Dante isn't gonna show up.
Tell us your predictions in the comments.
But yeah. Other than that, hope you like the background story. Pretty much I just thought of it. But yeah. Other than that, I know Demon is going to be watching this and I know he's going to be like, brother! And I'm going to be a brother! Why not? Other than that, we be going. Yeah. Peace.
Bye-bye.